Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and we're going to do Rachel's challenge, not today's, but the one that she did last week. And it was little, what did you call them? Ephemera holders or note holders, something to that effect. I don't know. Anyway, I have pulled out just some miscellaneous things that I have had in my stash that people have gifted me. This I thought was cute. It's the back of a little book, but I'm going to use this side, and then I'll use some of these other papers here. But the best I can remember, this is the way she did it. She just folded down a little bit there at the top. She didn't measure, and we're not going to measure. Well, I'm going to try to get that a little straighter, but I'm not really going to measure it. There we go. And then she clipped off a little bit right here, so I think I'm going to do that. Just a little corner up like that. A little bit like that. And then the back is okay. Now, I think she stamped some on here, but I'm not going to do that because all of this is going to be covered, so I don't think that was not mandatory. She didn't say that we had to do that. But then she just started putting down some scraps on here. And whatever journal you put it in, then that person can use the scraps off of here to go in their journal. They can just take the little thing apart and use those scraps. So that's kind of what we're going to do. And I just pulled out any scraps that was basically the size, and I'm just going to tear some of them apart. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. I hope you've been crafting and having some fun. Hubby is still pretty sick, so I have not done a lot. He has not been sleeping well because of his kidneys, so I have not been sleeping well either. So we've just been up and down, up and down, up and down, and I'm kind of feeling the effects of it today. Feeling a little bit tired. I wasn't going to even do this. I started to not even do a video, and then I thought, no, I am going to do it too, because I know there's a lot of people out there who this is their enjoyment. You know, people that are shut in, and I have a lot of shut-ins that watch me, and so I was bound and determined I was gonna get one up. Now I'm just tearing a few things. That way I'll already have them torn, and I won't have to, you know, tear it when I get ready to put it in. So I'm just kind of tearing ahead of time. You can do this, or you can just tear it as you go. Doesn't matter, I don't think. I may leave that one like it is because I've got some that are a little bit wide that I'm going to use too. And I'm going to use some of these, and I may just fold that up instead of cutting it off or tearing it off. I like these pieces in there. They're good journaling spots. And then these pieces, someone sent me these, and I'm going to put some of those in there. Then let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and start putting something in here. Now I'm just going to start with this on the back. Let's see if it's too wide. No, it's okay. It's right at the point, but I'm just going to leave it. It's not a biggie. That one may be, no, that's pretty good. Now you can put some of them over to one side and some of them over to the other side. Kind of alternate them and stagger them that way if you want to. And you just use your scraps. Just whatever you've got laying around in your scrap stash, just use it up. And let's see. Just going to dig through here. Let's see about this one. I like that ruler there on the edge, but let's put it this way so that'll show. Alright. Then I have these little pieces that I got from AliExpress. And I think I'll just put a piece of these on each one of them. Let's see. I'm going to tear it in half, and then I can use the other half on another one. So we'll tuck that right there. And then I'm going to put a little piece of lace, I think, on this. So I've just got some lace laying here. So that's how that one is going to look. Now, I'm going to clip it and I'll stitch them all at the same time at the end. So that's going to be enough on that one. All right, let's get another backing. I think we can use, let's use this one. That's got 2 pictures on it. That one does too. Might want to use those somewhere else. Let's use this. We'll make some a little bit bigger, but this is the size that we're going to make right now. Alright, just start out with a piece of paper on the back. And I think I'm going to go back with that same paper right there. Put that on the back. And then we'll just start layering some pieces in here. And I think I might put that in and then fold it up like that. Let's see, what next? Is that too long? No, I don't think so. That looks good right there. I don't care if it hangs over a little bit. That doesn't matter. Okay. And let's see, I had some vellum. Let's drag in a piece of vellum here. There we go. Put that there. And what else? Oh, these are cute. These are the little scraps that I had off of that Tim Holtz the other day. I'm going to slide that vellum over so it'll show. And put that piece right there. And then I think on this one I'll put a piece of this material. Maybe. No, maybe a piece of this. I got these from one of you guys the other day, so I think I'll use one of those. And I don't know if my little shear thing is just going to cut that. Let's see. There we go. These are just some pinking shears that I got from Amazon. They're very inexpensive, but they work well. And they were real tight, and someone told me that I could loosen this up, and I did, and now they work great. They don't hurt my hand to use them. Okay, that's going to go like that. Now, I also thought about using a piece of this. This comes from Ephemera on here. Let's see. Oh, that would be cute on there. Let's use a piece of that. I don't think I want to take it the whole way. Oops. But we'll cut it off right there. And use that on that one right. Just like that. Right. Let me get another clip to clip this one together. I'll just use this instead of having to get out and get paper clips. Alright, now I had this, and I can't remember, someone sent me this, and these came out of one of those long ledger books, like insurance people and those kind of people used to carry these around. I can remember our insurance man having one of these long books that flipped when I was a kid, and he'd come around and write in that, and I thought that was the most interesting thing I had ever seen. Because I'm a book hoarder anyway. I have always loved books and all different kinds of ledgers and things like that, so I just thought that was the most interesting thing. I wanted one of those so bad. Alright, so let's fold this over a little bit. Now this is pretty thin, but I still think it's going to work fine. Doesn't have to be thick. But I do need to fold it pretty straight. There we go. And now we can put some goodies down on this. So let's find something to put in the background. Let's see. That's a little bit wide, but I could tear a little bit off of this side. right there maybe. Could use that elsewhere. Now this one doesn't have anything on either side, so you could always put something on this side if you wanted, or you could leave it plain, stamp on it. Let's see, what do we think we want to do to this side? I might just put, this is my last piece of Edith Holden paper, I do believe, and I might just tear that and put that on that side. And whoever who gets the journal that has this in it will get a beautiful piece of Edith Holden paper. And my last piece. And some of you guys had told me that I could find the Edith Holden paper maybe on Pinterest and different places like that. So thank you. I am going to be on the lookout for that. I want some of her books, but I can't pay a fortune for them like some people are wanting. There we go. So let's just glue that down right there. And this may be a pretty short video. I don't know. My hubby just came back in from the doctor again, and he has gone through, but he's not feeling well, so I may need to go in there and check on him in a minute. He's having a really tough time with these kidneys. Alright, we're just going to alternate that like that. And let's see. Here's a pretty little piece of vellum that we can put in there. I'm just going to tear off a little bit of it because I don't need it that long. Do I want it to go all the way across? That'll be fine if it does. Well, let's tear a little bit off of it. It kind of sticks out on the side a little bit, so I'm just going to tear a little off of both sides. And then that way we'll have the decal edge on both sides. And guess what? Yes, I'll keep those pieces because I will use them. You know me. Alright, that looks good. And then let's put a little piece of this here. And as you can see, I'm just kind of alternating back and forth. And I'm going to put that one sideways. It doesn't matter because whoever who gets it, you know, will be taking it apart and using it in their journal. So it's not going to matter if it's sideways or not. And then I had some of these that had that little punched place on the side. And I thought that would be cute in there. Might be cuter if I put it right side up though. Like that. Then let's see, what else? Let me look through here. And then maybe a little piece of the Tim Holtz paper. And then let's put, do we want to put lace? What do we want to put this time? I may just put a little piece of this on there. This is just some of that, it's like that cotton that I used to stamp on. I just took a piece of that in there, like that. Let's try to cut it a little bit. I think it would look better if it was cut. See how easy these cut now? And when I got them, I was so disappointed because my hand was so bad and I couldn't use them. And I thought, oh, I'll never be able to use them. But then one of you told me how to loosen them up, and that's all it took. Okay. Now that'll press down eventually, hopefully. So we're going to put that right there. Find some more things to clip with. And I do need something up here at the top of that. So what would we put? I've got all kinds of goodies from Ephemera. So let's put a piece of this up there. This is so pretty. Look at that. Oh, I love that. That looks good. All right, I'm going to clip that down. I don't know what I'm doing with those clips. I'm just going to lay that over here for now. Just clip it, and that way I'll know that it goes on there. All right, let's get another piece. Let's see. I also have some of these that came from one of you guys. I told you, I just have all kinds of things that comes from y'all, and I use them all. Let me find one that's already apart. I think I got one that's, let's see, maybe I don't. No, I do, right there. I think, or satin double too. Yeah, that one's a double too, but we'll tear it apart, don't worry. And again, this is not very thick, but I'm not going to worry about that part. And I'm actually going to fold part of this up at the bottom. And then I'm going to let this little tab be, well, I'm going to call this the top. And I'm going to let that little tab be the bottom there. And I'm just going to fold this over twice since it's a thin paper. Instead of cutting it off, I'll just fold it over twice. All right, there we go. We'll leave that little piece there. Let me get that off. Okay, what are we going to start with? I thought I had some more of that brown paper in here somewhere. Let's start with a piece of this on the back. And then this is a piece of that napkin that someone sent me. That was on they put it on a book page. They put it on a music sheet, and then or maybe I did this. I can't remember if I did it or if it came from one of you. Isn't that pretty sad? But then we ran it through the die cut machine or the embossing machine, and I don't know if you can see the embossed on there. So we'll just put a piece of this in here. Pretty. I like that. And a piece of this. Go ahead and slide that in there. This one's a lot easier to fit because it's a lot longer. And that's good. Let's see, there's a piece of that brown paper. Put that there. And let's grab, let's see what this one looks like. Let's tear it off about right there. And you could cut all this. I'm just tearing, just ripping. Okay, we'll put that under there. And then I want a piece of this. I like that one right there, I think. Under there. And I don't think I want to cover that up, but I'm just going to slide this one under like that. And let it show a little bit. Then we will put, what would we put next? Let's put a little piece of lace. Just a little piece of lace up here. Like that. Okay. So let me clip that one. Oh, we need to put something at the top of that one too. So what are we going to put? I've got my needle here. I need to keep a hold of it. What shall we put on top of that one? This is pretty. We could just run a piece of this over there. And this is from Ephemera as well. And I'll put a link to their store below. You can go over and check it out. It's an Etsy store. All right, I'm going to start stitching because if I don't, I won't ever get any of these finished. And you know what? I didn't even put my timer on. So let's see. What time did I start this? I'll see how many minutes I've been going. Looks like I've been going 17 minutes. So 17 minutes, and let's go ahead and put a timer on for not 45, 36 maybe. That sound about right? 36, 10, 46. Yeah, that'll work. 36 minutes. Okay, timer is going. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start with this one since I've kind of got it like I wanted there. Now, what I'm gonna do is punch my holes to stitch through because I don't want to put a lot of pressure on my hand since it's just now come out of the cast. So I'm just gonna punch some holes, and I'm gonna do just some big X's. And they may not be exactly straight, but that doesn't matter either. All we're doing is just getting some stitching in here to hold some things. Now I'm just using the little pokey end of that. And then you just need to make sure with your needle that you catch everything at least one time. So I'm just going to go up through there and then back down through here. And I have a needle that's a pretty good size there again, just because it puts less pressure on my hand when I stitch with a larger one. That's why I went ahead and poked the holes. Okay. So there's an X there, and I'm just going to skip across. You could tie it off if you wanted to, but I'm just going to skip across like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And then I'm just putting one layer of thread on there. I'm not doing multiple layers. So there's our little stitch X's there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and tie this off from the back. Okay, that'll work. It's tied. It's just tied it, but right before I wanted it to, but that'll work. It's not a problem. Now we can go ahead and put a little something up here if we want. You could put, let me look. Got lace there. Could put a little piece of this. That would be cute. Now I know when I clip this that some of their threads are loosening up, but I am just going to, and I'm not going to use that glue. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. And I'm just going to glue them back down so it doesn't hurt anything. Okay, and I did cut out just now where I was shaking this glue down to get it started because I didn't realize that I was going to be using it, so I didn't leave it upside down, so I did cut that part out for you. I didn't figure you'd want to watch that. Okay, there we go. Got that. That one's finished. Okay, pull another one up here, and I'm going to go ahead and clip these corners back like we did the other one. Just a little bit. You can leave them straight if you want, it doesn't matter. Right, then we're going to punch some holes. And I'm just going to make sure that I get my holes punched right here at the on top of that material, just so that I catch that material when I put my thread through there. And then we'll go over here. And I don't care if the holes are a little bit bigger than what I'm stitching. That doesn't bother me. It's not a biggie. Okay. And then we'll start down here. Whoops. Come on, you can do it. Get in there. There you go. And I'm just using the same thread. It's just some green thread that I've had in my stash. I'm just using the same one on all of them. Okay, then I'm just going to skip down here and go through. It just makes it so much easier when you I start to say pre-drill, that's what my husband says. When you pre-do those holes, pre-punch the holes, it makes it a lot easier. You don't have so much pressure on your hand pulling. There we go. That little piece tries to flip up, but when I put it under something, it's going to be fine. Okay, we'll go ahead and tie this off. All right, then let's go ahead and lay that down. And then we were going to put this at the top, I think. And I think I'll put it over here on this side. I don't care that it covers up one of my little X's. That's fine. It's not a problem. Right there. There we go. That's cute. I like that. And you could stamp a word or something right there if you wanted to. I'm going to leave it as is for now, but I am going to put this on there just so that it'll stay clipped until I can get it under something. Alright, we've got this one. And we're going to, I think I'm going to stitch that little piece through there, I do believe. I'm just going to put a couple of little drops of glue on here just to hold it. And let's see, let's put it on this side. Like that. Alright, then we'll go ahead and poke our holes. This one will be a little bit more challenging, but we can do it. Because I can't see my holes on the front. So, now let's see if we can get those holes through there. Oh yeah, that comes through easy. Whoops. And it helps if you tie a knot in the thread. You could use these just for little notebooks in your journals. All different kinds of things you could do with them. I think my other hole is right there somewhere. So we've got a little X on there, but I may... Yeah, that'll work. I started to say I ought to go through it again, but that one's going to hold and there's no need for me to go through it again. And then again, we're just going to tie it off in the back. And there we are. So there's that one. Isn't that cute? I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and tie a knot in this so that we don't forget this time. And I just tie my knot by wrapping it around my finger and twisting it. I know there's a quilter's knot and all that kind of stuff, but to me it's a lot easier doing it that way. It's a lot easier and quicker for me. Okay, let's go ahead and pre-drill these holes. Pre-drill. Cute. I like that. I like the stitching on the white like that. I think it looks good. And this green thread actually matches all of this, so that's a good thing. So there's our two little X's there. And then we will need to put something on this one because it's so plain. We didn't put anything on the back, but we can go ahead and add something on the back if we need to. Or we can leave it just for a journaling spot. Right. I think I'll leave the back, but I am going to glue this right here. And I'm going to take my these little things, and I'm going to clip that just to give it a little bit more of a decoration there. And then we'll put this down. Okay, glue, come on now. And then you have a little tab there on that one too. That's cute. All right. Oh, is that all that I made? Oh, okay. I better make some more then, because my time is not up, right? Nope. I got 24 minutes. I can make more. Okay, let's grab one of these. This was, what was that? That was something that someone gave me as well. I think I'll use this one first, though. This is just a book page that I won't use these photos. So I'm actually going to, first off, I think I'll tear it off because I don't want it that big. Cut that guy's head off. And I don't think I want it that wide either. Okay. Now we can fold, let's see. We'll just fold this over like that. That bugs me if I don't get my fold straight. All right, now let's decide what we're going to put in here. There's one good possibility right there. And we'll go ahead and tear that off at the bottom. Yeah, we'll tear it off. I started to say I'll just fold it up, but I think we'll just tear this one off. We can always use this somewhere else. I love that stamping on there. So we'll put that there, and then come in with a piece of that. A piece of this will look good. Let's put it this way. I don't care if the little bit of writing is upside down, it doesn't matter. And then I want to use the other piece of this. That. And I'm going to use a piece of vellum. Alright, then what else? Oh, a piece of this brown paper. Ooh, let's put it underneath though. We don't need it right on top of the vellum. It needs to go back a ways. And then we can put a piece of this on there. I think I'm going to tear this in half. We can use it in 2 different spots. Put some butterflies on that one. There we go. And let's go ahead and put one of these in there, and we don't even need to cut that one off. I like that part. And what else? I need some short pieces. Put that there. Let's put a little piece of this on there somewhere. Yeah, I think that's big enough right there. So we'll go ahead and put this one together. But I do think I want a piece of material on there. Just so that it'll have a little bit of textile and a little bit of paper. And different things so that they can use it. Ever who gets it. Right. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my punching here. I'm stabbing. Tie a knot in our string. And we're ready. And you could do just a straight stitch. You don't have to do this X. I just happen to like the looks of it, but you could do the straight if you wanted to. I think Rachel did some of both. Okay. Now, let's see if we can get this tied off. I'm probably going to run it through a few times. And I may even put a little dab of glue on there because I really don't have anything to tie it to tie it off with. Let's do it one more time. There we go. That should hold. I'm going to go ahead and put a little drop of glue. Look at that. I'm going to go ahead and put a little drop of glue anyway, so it doesn't come apart. Oh, come on, glue. Glue, glue, glue. Oops. I had said it before. I think I need to put a little bit of, well, I can't even remember the name of it now. The stuff that you put in here to thin this out a little bit. It's like in the fingernail polish. What is that called? Somebody tell me, tell me, tell me. All right, I'm going to put a little piece of this one on there. This has got some really pretty colors in there. Right there, I think that'll work. Acetone, that's what I need to put in it, because mine has gotten a little thick, because I do leave mine open when I am using it, because I don't like to open and close bottles all the time. So, there we go. Isn't that cute? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do more. Now, I do have some of these. I found these in my stash that someone had given me. And I think we'll use one of those to make something. They're just some old vintage postcards that have never been used. So this is a good way to use these up. All right, let's grab a piece of that brown paper. And just some of our scraps. Too matchy. Okay, let's do this one. And we'll tear that right there. Maybe. Yeah. Yellow and blue. And then a piece of this. And I don't have a rhyme or reason about this. I'm just grabbing something and putting it in here. Things that I would use if I was, making notes and things in my journal. I'm going to put that in there. It's got that little stamp on it, and I think that's so cute. All right. Then we can grab, let's take a piece of this. Brighten it up a little bit. And I'm going to actually put this one down sideways, I think. Because I like that little lace on the edge there. So I'm going to put it down that way. And then I'm going to put this little piece of vellum in there. What else have we not used? Oh, this little piece of the Tim Holtz paper. And then, do I have a scrap of this, or have I used the whole thing? Let's see. That's a little bit long. I don't think I'll use that one on this one. Let's just grab this. And we'll tuck that one in there. And then we've got some alternating links there. So let's put a little piece of lace in that one. Right in the middle. Okay. Now we can punch our holes. And then we're ready to stitch. Now this is a pretty stiff cardstock on this thing, so it may, well, it punches okay, so we'll see. It has that finish on it, that little bit of a slick finish. Okay. All right, we don't have enough thread, so let's go ahead and grab more thread. This is the thread that I'm using. It's just some, I guess you'd use this basically for crocheting or knitting, or I don't know. I just got it, I think, at Walmart, or somebody gave it to me or something. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to have to get my little threader out. You got a big old hole in you there. There we go. And then tie the knot in the end. This is comforting, relaxing. I love the stitching. And you don't even have to basically think a lot about it, because you've already got your little book together. Basically all you're doing is just doing a little bit of stitching at the top. So I like that. It relaxes me. Okay. See what we can do with that. All right, I'm going to put another little dab of glue right there. Little dab will do me. I have to get this blob off of here first, though. There we go. Okay. And see, that has a really pretty reverse side. And then, do we want to put anything at the top? I'm not sure. Let's see. I have this. Yeah, let's put a little piece of that on there. And I know this chain stitch may come loose, but I'm going to glue it. No, actually she has this chain stitch on the inside. And then I'm just going to take these and just clip these edges. like that. And then we'll put that down right there. That's cute. I like that. All right. I think we might as well just keep going. Let's go ahead and put a knot in, because if we don't, we'll forget. All right, let's see what else I have over here that I can tear apart and use. I have this book page. We could use it, I guess. I'm just going to double fold it. That way it gives it a little bit more strength, because it is a thinner book, or a thinner book page, I should say. And I don't think I want it that wide, so I'm going to tear it off instead of cutting it. I'm just going to tear it. And then I'll go ahead and tear this side a little bit, just so that it'll match up. Whoops. Gotta hold it down. Okay, there we go. And now we can start putting some things down there. It's a little bit wide, but we can use it. We just need to trim it a little. Alright, stick that one under there. And let's pull this one in. I'm going to go ahead, I know this is another blue, but I'm going to go ahead and put it there, I think. But first off, I'm going to put this there. And then we'll put this there like that. And put a piece of this. And we got another little piece of vellum we can put in there. We can put this little brown paper. I don't know what that is. I don't mind it being right on top of that, so that's fine. And you can put this there. Let's tuck that one up there. And let's see, we're getting down to the short rows now. Let's put another piece of vellum. I like vellum, so hopefully everyone who gets the journal with this in it will like it too. So then there are more pieces of vellum that they can use. And then let's put a little piece of this Tim Holtz paper under there. There we go. I think that's good enough right there. And we'll pull our piece over here. Ooh, that paper tore when my needle went through. I don't know how strong that's going to be. We may have to glue something else on top of this, and that's fine if we do. I don't care if it covers my stitches. Okay. Then I'm going to go over here, and I may just glue a piece of that little, this. My mind is blank what that's called. Ruffle. A piece of that little ruffle. That I think, I can't remember, Paper E sent to me. Michael and Erica. Yeah, I'm trying my best to remember names and things better. I've been practicing with that little, I don't know, there's a little app that you can practice with, but I don't think it's working on me. Some people say that it works great on them. I don't think it's working on me at all. I still forget names. I'm so bad about names. Now, I can remember numbers. You give me numbers, I can remember them till the end of time, but you give me names and I'm just at a loss. Okay, I think I will glue a piece of this all the way across that, and that will just kind of hold that together there, because that book page is a little bit fragile. And I love this, whatever this is that you stitch that on, that's so pretty. It's nice and strong. You'll have to leave it in the comments what you stitch this on. And you guys don't forget to go over and check out their shop. They got all kinds of pretty things over there. Oh yeah, I like that. It's another pretty one. Cute. And my pages are kind of crooked and this, that, you know, this way and that way. I don't mind that. That doesn't bother me. Okay. Do we have time to do another? I don't know. Well, we got 5. Oops. Just hit my monitor up here. We got 5 minutes, so I guess we could. You know what? On this one, I think I'm going to use... Let's see. What are we going to use on this one? I think I'll use this doubled instead of taking it apart like I did that other one. Since it's kind of a thin paper, I'm just pulling off these giblets here on the edge. But this is a really thin paper, and so I think I'll just use it doubled. And I'll just do the double fold on it. We'll leave it a little long, like that. Now, if you wanted to, you could stitch across here with your sewing machine. You could do that. See, this, I'm just leaving my paper double just so it'll have more strength. Because it is a little bit, this paper is a little bit flimsy. Alright, I think I'm going to start off with a piece of this back here on the back. And yeah, we'll put a piece of that house there. That'll be pretty. Alright, we need to cut a little bit. I'll cut the flowers off and we'll use those on another piece. So there's that. That's pretty. I like that. And then I'll come back with, what will we come back with? Let's do a piece of this vellum. And I'm not going to cut it off or anything. I'm just going to put it right there. And then a piece of this. I think I will cut this edge off here though. And then a piece of this. This is a very vintage paper that one of you sent me. Thank you, thank you. And a piece of this in there. Yeah, that's just the right length. And then I'll put a dark one of those in there. That's pretty. Let's come back with a piece of our brown paper in there like that. Then we can go for some shorter pieces. Ooh, let's put that, yeah, let's put that way, like that. And then I have almost used all of these scraps right here up. Isn't that great? Do I not have any more of this that's already cut? Looks like not, so let's tear a piece of this to put on there. I hope you can hear me. I'm talking kind of low. I guess just because I'm kind of concentrating and tired. And but sorry about that. I didn't mean to talk so low that you couldn't hear me. Let's see. What else do we might want under there? Let's just cut this off and stick it under there. That'll work. It's got a little green on there. And then this piece, that's cute. And then always that, isn't that cute? And then we'll put this little piece under there, Tim Holtz. Whoops. I could run the numbers the right way up, I guess. And I think I'm just going to tuck that under there. That'll get that. And that's going to be a pretty thick one there. I like that. But I do feel like I want a little bit more color right here on the front. So what I'm going to do is tear a piece of this. And I'll try to get that butterfly in there. And we'll tuck that in there. Yeah, that works right there. Okay, and then do we want any material on this one? I think I'll just put a little tiny piece of lace not even going to put a big one, just a small one. Just to tuck it up under. I don't want to cover the butterfly, so we'll put it over that way a little bit. Okay. Now we'll poke our holes. You know what? I think on this one, I'm just going to run the holes all the way across. Ooh, it's not wanting to poke. I don't know what I've run into there, but that's not wanting to push through. Wow, that was tough. And they're not going to be straight, but okay, there goes my timer. But we're going to finish this one. They're not going to be straight, but I don't really care. What do we say? Not going to worry about it. They're really going to be crooked. Okay. But that's okay. Because when you're having to pre-poke them like this, it's good if I even get them anywhere near straight. Okay. Oh, tie a knot, Edith. Tie a knot. After all that, and then you didn't have a knot tied in it. Okay. So I'm just going to stab. I'm going up and down, up and down. All the way across. Woo! Right there's a tough part too. So let's go ahead and push. These little rubber mats are really good for that. Those sponge mats. I need one more so I can go back through the back hole. Where is my little poker? Right about there. So we can take our thread to the back. There we go. And then we'll flip it over here and just try to tie this off good. Put a little glue on it and it'll be fine. All right, now we don't have anything on the back, but I think I'm going to leave it, and we can always use that for a little journaling spot. But I do want to put something up at the top because that looks kind of naked there. And I'm thinking that that right there is going to be it. I do not mind that it covers up my stitching. That doesn't bother me. But I'm going to take this and do a little bit of edge cutting here. Yeah, like that. All right, now let's put our glue on here. And this will be finished. Oh, stuck to my finger. Cute. I love that. Very, very cute. Okay. So that is going to be that. You could always put a little word or stamp or something right there on the end. All right, let's pull these out of the way, and then we'll see how many we've got finished. We won't count that one because I did finish that one after the timer went off. But we got this many. Isn't that cute? And this one, we're not going to count that one either. I actually practiced on that one because I was trying to see if my finger would actually let me do any stitching or not, or my wrist, before I actually got on camera. I wanted to see if it would let me. Okay. Just cleaning up some of this mess. Alright. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 finished, and then that one almost finished. So there they are. Now these will go in a journal, and then the journal will go to somebody, and then when they get it, they can just clip this apart if they want to, or tear these pieces out and use them throughout their journal. So it's just a little way to hold the extra ephemera and to use up your scraps. It's a fantastic way to use your scraps. And you could do a lot more embellishing on these than what I did. You can put all kinds of things on here, but that's as far as I'm going to go, I think. But that's it, guys. That is the Rachel challenge, or Roxy's weekly challenge for last week, not today. I haven't seen the video for today yet. So go over and check this E-Papery out. I think I'm going to put that right there. That's one of those, their flowers that they made. Go over and check them out. I'll put their link below. And they have some pretty things there. And then go over and check out Rachel's channel. I'll try to remember to link it below. If I forget, just give me a little nudge and I'll put it down there for you. But we will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.